Hello everyone, this is Brian Bentley at CoinOpTV bringing you gameplay and commentary for Assassin's Creed Unity on the PlayStation 4. Bienvenue à Paris, everyone. We are in the midst of the French Revolution, and you are playing a gentleman known as Arno. His father was an assassin, but he was raised by a Templar. Bum bum bum. All joking aside, the assassins, or the assassin order is underground at the moment, and above the secret compound is this theater, which you kind of open up, and it's a little social club action. People come and they say hello and whatever, and then you can go through the theater to get into the assassin's headquarters, super secret hideout. No bat pole, unfortunately. I was kind of looking for a bat pole. All kidding aside, this is probably the shortest loading screen in the game. A lot of times the loading screens are pretty horrendous. So, this is essentially Assassin's Creed 5.
Hello, my friend.
This is next gen only. You can definitely see that in the textures, and especially the facial features and the facial captures, they really went above and beyond to make that happen. Unfortunately, it sort of happened at the expense of a few other pieces of the game. There's some... So, the facial features of themselves. Look at the individual wrinkles on some of the gentlemen's faces. That's pretty important. Then the wigs look really good, but the actual hairs of people. So look at the gentleman that's sitting. They really went out of their way to try to do each individual hair and how to generate and graphically enhance each individual hair as it's on on everyone's head, and they just sort of fall short on that. I know I'm being really nitpicky on this one thing, but it really pulls you away from the game. So, getting into the parts that work out really well.
The proper tool.
The actual movements, they've improved pathfinding, they've improved sneaking. So before in Assassin's Creed 4, you would go and the only place you could crouch down and hide, it was in a bush. And you're like, okay, well, I'm an assassin who sneaks around. Why can't I just start sneaking anywhere I want? You can do that now. You hold the R2 or L2 button, and you crouch down and you do a little sneaky thing. So, even some of the gear that you get, which they really went a very RPG element sort of way, but the gear you get can actually lower your high profile noise and your low profile noise. So when you're standing up, that's your high profile noise, and then when you're crouched down, there's a low profile noise. So it's very interesting how they kind of not only went this whole RPG element with your gear, so your hood is one thing, your jacket is one piece, your belt is one piece, your breeches are another piece, and your arms, your arm cover arm things are another piece, and then each of those can be upgraded, and you can buy new ones, and it improves different aspects, whether it's for stealth or for defense or for health. Those are all really big pieces. So that part's kind of interesting. Oh, by the way, I'm going out the front door now, out the public, for lack of a better term, public entrance to the Assassin's hideout headquarters, which has a co-op mission that I haven't done yet. But, and then now I'm going to go, and I'm going to have to fast travel to the location, and let's just say I cut out maybe 4 or 5 minutes of me looking for, the location, and then picking the location, and then the fast travel part. So I sort of saved you all that. So of course the you know, diving into a thing of hay, still there. Not sure how I can jump from that height, and even with hay and not get hurt. But hey, whatever. Of course, we have some courtesans, some ladies of the night. I'm gonna skip on that and move on. I am about to run into what they call public events, things that happen to good, ordinary, innocent people. Like, this person's going to get harassed for money, and I'm going to go ahead and save this guy. And at first, I was kind of like, these are really annoying. But then I started getting, you know, like the first one, when you do 5, you get every time. So you do 5 events, you get a prize. Then you do 10 events, you get a prize. Now I'm up to 25 events, so I have 20 of 25 events, and I'll get a new prize. And the prizes are actually pretty decent. So when I have the opportunity, I will stop and do a public event. So they're pretty fun. I actually kind of like it. I'm sure it's annoying. Not nearly as annoying as there is a message that comes up and tells me I still have skill points I haven't used yet. To which my answer is, yes, I'm saving them for something. And it comes up... Man, I swear that thing comes up about every 5 minutes. And I'm just like, seriously, folks? I really don't care. Anyway, moving on. Eagle vision is timed now, so you only have a certain amount of eagle vision for a certain amount of time while you're looking for it. And you can see there's the eagle above, and it drains and then it refills, and it's fine. But it was definitely something I had to get used to. So that's kind of an interesting aspect. It definitely changes how I play, which is something I really like. So, you know, like, one of the criticisms of, like, say, Batman Arkham Asylum was you spend all this time in detective mode, and you're like, what? And this limits the amount of eagle vision you have. It limits how much eagle vision you can use and when. So you actually have to be a little bit better at managing the skill. I'm just going to say it right now. There's going to be some fumbling here because I'm an idiot and did not actually equip the Phantom Blade, the thing that shoots out a little arrow. It's going to be interesting here. We're about to meet the Marquis de Sade. He's going to stop us here. This gentleman here who is not very... I don't know what he's wearing. So... The Marquis de Sade, of course, is basically the father of sadism, and I'm curious. So in the game so far, I've met like Madame Tussard, you know, the lady who makes wax figures and stuff. So that's so I met her. I've met you know, there's a lot of like Nostradamus involved here. One of his predictions was involved in a murder mystery that I had to solve. So those sort of things are like, there's a lot of like, they went through and found individual like you know, individual characters and people, and sort of interwoven them into the game, which I think really worked out just as well as they did with Assassin's Creed 4 with Blackbeard. They did it here with this as well. I'm really enjoying it. So there was even one where I had to steal a letter from Marat, who was protecting some bad guys. So then I went and just said, you know what, I'm going to steal that letter, and then those people aren't protected anymore. So it's just like there's a lot of very interesting takes on the historical pieces of the French Revolution that are involved, and I'm really loving it. They did a really good job with that.
I have the pleasure of being Donatien Alphonse François, Marquis de Sade.
There you go. And there you go. So
Tired of chasing vermin.
Just some really interesting things. One murder mystery was a bunch of descendants from the Inquisition in France, and there was an implication that the Inquisition was actually assassins destroying the Templars at the time and forcing them to go underground. So it's very interesting how they're constantly Ubisoft is constantly taking all these pieces of history and interweaving them into a cohesive universe. I'm gonna get in here. So you see there's a circle around me that shows that I am blended, per se, in the group. Now, so one of the things that says that I'm supposed to get 2 Phantom Blade kills, and during this whole time, all I can think about is, I do not want to get caught by this guy. So I'm going to just, sort of move around the guys. Now, I eventually get the Phantom Blade kills later, but I really spent a lot of time like trying to sneak around them, and it's one of the things I really like, that there's plenty of opportunities to move around. Now, I do miss, from Assassin's Creed 4, I do miss the ability to, tag a guy, and then he's always yellow, and I don't have to worry about keep eagle visioning. Now, I'm using eagle vision now because of, I want to see the bad guys. So it's funny, in eagle vision, there's really 4 colors. So guys in gold are, targets during a mission. Guys in red are loyalists who are paid by the Templars to cause trouble and wreak havoc. And blue are your French soldiers, and then and then green are kind of like these guys who are all about trying to basically they're, for lack of a better term, they're good guys. I don't know. The kind of guys who would side with you. Now again, just as a reminder, I still have not equipped the Phantom Blade on my arm, so yeah. I do appreciate that the time when I do not have eyes on Latouche is just small on the left-hand side. It's not wank, 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 which I always found horribly, horribly annoying. And they do have that in when you're looking for the shards, when you're in the helix. Shoot, I can't think of what they're called. But when you're there and the timer's running out, then it does a whack, whack, whack thing, which is really annoying. But whatever. I'm really glad that they took it out for the tail missions. And so far, this is literally one of the first tail missions I've had. So they've definitely taken a particular unpleasant part of the game and sort of made it a little bit not quite as necessary, which I like. Now I need to get into the secret place here with Latouche, and I really messed this up. One, I keep thinking the blade is on, and it's not. I can mark a target at that range, but it's not going to happen. And so instead, I drop a smoke bomb and then stab him in the face. It's just like, I just didn't think, and I kind of thought that they should have just immediately done it. But anyway, that's my fault. This is completely my fault. Okay, so we're gonna just skip ahead a little bit, and so I do apologize. Like, I was throwing bombs, and instead of equipping my thing, so I just, you know what, we're just gonna skip that part. We're just gonna move on. I'm gonna get this chest, and we're going to get into how to go through and start assassinating people. So I had this plan, right? So I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna assassinate this guy. All right. I'm staying out of eyesight. I'm gonna wait till he moves to the left. Everything's gonna be great. So we'll start with that. All right. So now he's over there. I'm ready. I click. Boom. All right. This guy's toast. Whoop. Not sure where I stabbed right there, but that's not the point. So now, this is when it sort of starts going... Oh, I'm going to loot the guy. So here's where things start getting a little weird. So there's these guys up here. And there's these guys. I don't even know how this... Oh, actually, I do know how, now that I think about it. Now I'm trying to use my... I'm terrible at this thing so far. This Phantom Blade thing. I'm trying to line up a headshot. I don't really know why. So, I don't see this guy over there. So now you notice there was a little white thing, white shadow. That's where my last location was, which seems to be like a new thing for everybody. So I'm just gonna kind of wait it out, I think. Actually, I forget what I do, but I'm pretty sure I just kind of go around and wait it out, which is fine. Whatever. Now I could jump down there and try to fight people, but I'm just gonna skip that for now. Now here I'm looking for a window to jump in through. So I jump on this side, and there's no window on this side. I have to go around. But that's not important. Now I should have run over there. There's a little cockade right there. I should have just grabbed that. You know, like little collectibles. I noticed that the game, at least this time around, it likes collectibles, but it's like not like there's not like a billion of them. I mean, there are a lot of things to collect. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, this is me. I screwed this up. But I'm back to normal. Okay, now this is where a serious glitch happens. So I'm thinking, all right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna dive into that hay bale. Nope. I was gonna dive into that hay bale, and then I was going to get that guy who's standing there doing nothing. Except I'm not jumping into the hay bale. I'm just sitting there, and now I get caught, and now I'm stuck in the hay bale. That's awesome. And now they can't hit me, I can't hit them, because I'm stuck in the hay bale, right? Yeah. Oh, and I'm gonna get shot. And I got shot again. I'm trying to get out of the hay bale. Still trying to get out of the hay bale. Still trying to get out. Okay, now I'm on the ground. Alright, here we go. Planned on... I almost die here. Planned on being really, really sneaky, and instead... it just didn't work out. It just... this is one of those times where you're like, seriously, folks? Seriously? So I left this part in here because I really wanted you to see that there are some times where everything just works out so nicely, and then there are times where that happens, where you kind of just glitch through a, you know, in a hay bale. I wanted to dive into that hay bale, sneakily grab the guy that's there, kill him, and then jump out and surprise those other two guys. That didn't happen. I mean, it worked out, but that's not the point.
What's the order for the unfortunate in bed 6?
So now I kind of like, okay, I'm here, and I'm at this clinic place. All right, I'm going to try to figure out what I need to do. I need to go up to the next floor. A lot of stairs in this game. I like it. You know, there's different windows on different levels, and sometimes you have to take stairs to get to different levels. It's fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. So now this guy over here is in a lot of pain. I can't help him. That's unfortunate. So now we're going to get to Latouche. Oh. Uh-oh, he's got a big... Oh, yeah, nope. Oh, time for some torture, maybe? Hope so. Wow, he broke fast.
I expected a stronger spine
So,
than yours.
now you'll notice that I'm all in red. You have a lot of different choices as far as colors go. I personally like the red. I was digging the blue for a bit, and then I just realized that, yeah, the blue's okay, but I really like the red. It just has something to it. Now that guy's gonna scream for quite a while. Now you'll notice above me there is a... Thankfully, they kind of don't really make a big deal out of it. They just call it art. So I can go and pick up these art pieces, and it's another collectible, but it's really not that big of a deal. There's only, like, say, 4 in a district, and a district has, like, 3 or 4 areas to it. Now I'm going to kind of get a weird air assassination. So, Creed points, you'll notice I got 150 Creed points. Creed points so far, is all I've learned is that you use them to upgrade your weapons and equipment. And, I don't know, I mean, so far I've upgraded, like, my falchion and a few of the other items I have, but I've just sort of been collecting them, and hopefully, you know, sometime in the future I'll be able to, he's still screaming, I'll be able to utilize them. Well, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I'm going to wrap things up as I, quote-unquote, escape the area to finish the to finish the quest. If you like the video, definitely click below. There is a little thumbs up button. Definitely give us some love there. Leave comments below. What you think? Are you liking Assassin's Creed Unity? Are you playing it? What platform are you playing it on? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to the CoinOpTV YouTube channel so you can get more on Assassin's Creed Unity and all the games that are happening this fall and going into this winter for the end of 2015 or 2014 and into 2015. All right, thanks everybody.